Good morning students. Today we are learning the new chapter, that is chapter number 15, Introduction to Polymer Chemistry. Now you very well familiar with the polymers. In everyday life we are using so many polymers, that is natural polymers, they may be the biopolymers or the synthetic polymers such as plastic. And difference, that is the plastic, again there is the variation in plastic also, high density plastic, low density plastic, and the natural polymers are the obtained from plants and animals. Now proteins, nucleic acids, these are also the biopolymers, and the cotton, silk, these are also the polymers. Now poly means many and mers mean units or parts. So the in Greek poly means many and mers means units. So the word, that is the polymer, is obtained, that is many units combined to form the polymers, and that small units that small units are called as that is monomers. Monomers is the very small unit of the polymer, and so many monomers combine to form the polymer. Now how chemically the polymer is defined? Chemically polymers are complex, giant, high molecular mass macromolecules, having the high molecular mass and made from the repeating units. That repeating units are derived from small molecules, and that repeating units or small molecules are called as the monomers. And from such monomers, a complex giant high molecular weight molecule is formed, which is called as the polymers. Now poly means many and mer means part. So unit in that is parts or unit. So in Greek the molecular in Greek what is there? The name of the polymer is that is the many units means polymer. The molecular weight of polymer is ranging from 10 raised to 3 to 10 raised to 7 units. Very high molecular weight. The natural polymers are proteins, nucleic acids, etc. called as the biopolymers. Now again see the classification of polymers. Now see there are many different ways to classify the polymers, but in the first classification we classify these polymers based on the source or origin of the polymer. Now this is the first classification of polymer, on the basis of source or origin. They are classified, that is polymers are classified on the basis of the source of origin in 3 types. Now first one is the natural polymers. The polymers obtained from natural source are said to be natural polymers, and the natural source are the plants and animals. Remember that. Now these natural polymers are further subdivided into 2 main types, that is the plant polymers and animal polymers. Into that, these natural polymers are mainly divided into 2 subclasses, that is the plant polymers and animal polymers. But there are 3 main types of polymers based on the origin or source. Now this is the first, that is the plant polymers. Now these are obtained from plants. For example, the natural polymers are obtained from the plants are called as the plant polymers. So these are obtained from the plants as such as cotton and linen. Obtained from the cotton and flax plants respectively. Now cotton is obtained from cotton plant and linen is obtained from the flax plants. Now natural rubber is also the plant polymer because it is obtained or manufactured from the latex, which is obtained from the bark of the rubber trees. You know the bark. From that bark, they give the cuts to the bark of the trees, and from that latex, a whitey, gluey substance, white color, very that is the having a viscous substance such as that of the gum comes out, and from that latex, rubber are manufactured. So rubbers are also the plant polymers. Now the second type of this is the animal polymer. They are obtained from the animals. For example, wool and silk. Now you know that wool is obtained from the sheep. That is the hairs of the sheep, and silk is obtained from the silkworm, which is the one of the insect. That is the silkworm. From that we obtain the silk. So these are the animal polymers. Now second main type of the polymer based on the origin is synthetic polymers. Now natural polymers are subdivided into plant polymers and animal polymers. This is the first type of the class or type of polymers obtained from the origin or source. Now second is the synthetic polymers. As the name suggests, these are artificial. Synthetic, that is the man-made polymers, and they are manufactured from the chemicals. So synthetic polymers are man-made polymers. They are artificially prepared by polymerization of the monomers chemically at high temperature and pressure from one or two monomers. If they are prepared from more than two monomers of different types, they are called as the copolymers. And the best example of these synthetic polymers are the nylon, terylene, and we use the cloths and wires of nylon, and there is the textile from the terylene. Now these are the synthetic polymers. Now next main type of polymer obtained from the origin, that is on the basis of source, that is the semi-synthetic polymers. Now they are derived actually from the natural polymers. Remember that they are derived from natural polymers, but they are artificially decorated. But they are artificially decorated by the using different chemicals. Now we are using nowadays cotton, but that are not as like that of the khadi in the previous days or in the histological khadi. They are very decorative cotton clothes we are using nowadays, and that are the semi-synthetic polymers, and they are decorated by the different chemicals. For example, cupra, ammonium silk, viscose, rayon. Now so many there are different semi-synthetic polymers such as cupra, ammonium, rayon, cellulose nitrate, acetate rayon. These are the semi-synthetic polymers. These are the examples of the semi-synthetic polymers. Semi-synthetic polymers are used in preparation of non-inflammable photogenic films also. They are used, semi-synthetic polymers are used for the manufacture of non-inflammable photographic films, cinema film, varnishes, etc. are made from these. That is the semi-synthetic polymer. Semi means partly synthetic and partly natural. So the name is semi-synthetic polymer. Now let us study the next classification of the polymer based on the structure of the polymers. Now see, there is the second type of classification again of polymers. This classification is based on the structure of the polymer. So let us learn the classification of polymers on the basis of structure. Now there are three types of the polymers on the basis of the structure. That is linear or straight chain polymers, branched chain polymers, and cross-linked polymers. Now let us learn about the linear or straight chain polymers. Now how they are defined? When the monomer molecules or monomers are joined together in a linear arrangement, in a straight chain arrangement. When the monomers are joined together in a linear arrangement or straight chain arrangement, then the resulting polymer is called as the straight chain polymer. They are obtained from bifunctional monomers having the two functional group into them, or they are also obtained from the alkenes by addition reactions. For example, polyvinyl chloride PVC pipe, you know, we are using for the, that is the water in the water plants and in to supply the water. Most of the these polyvinyl chloride pipes are used. Now that is the polymer which is the type of the linear or straight chain polymer, which are in which vinyl chloride are the monomers, and from that by joining the many units of this monomer vinyl chloride, the PVC, that is the polyvinyl chloride polymer is formed, which is a straight chain polymer. Again, the high density polythenes are also made from the many ethene units, but they are high density polythene. Such polythenes are called as the linear or straight chain polymers. Now second main type is the branched chain polymers. Now these polymers are obtained, as the name suggests, they are having the branching or they have the side chain in that monomers. So the polymers which are obtained from the monomers which have branching or substituent or side chain, such polymers are called as the branched chain polymers. Now the polymers obtained from the branched monomers, and that monomers have three functional groups. Or having a side chain, that monomers have a side chain, or they may have the three functional groups. Such polymers which are obtained from the monomers having three functional group or having the branched chains or having the side chains are called as the branched chain polymers. For example, low density polymers which are obtained from the such as the isobutene or that is the neobutene, such type of 2 or 3 branches are there of the methyl groups, and such type of the polymers are called as the branched chain polymers, and the best example is the low density polythene. Now next type of this classification of polymers based on the structure. Now you know that these are based on the structure, because in the first there is the straight chain structure of that polymer. In the branched chain polymer there are the branching side chains are there, and now this is the third, that is the cross-linked polymers. Now in that 2 or 3 that is the chains of the polymers are linked together by the functional groups, and 2 or 3 chains linked together of the polymers, and therefore there is the network type that is the cross-linking structures will be formed. For example, now the best example of these are the that is bakelite and melamine. Bakelite. Now see what is there in the cross-linked polymers. The polymers obtained from the monomers having polyfunctional groups. Many functional groups may be present into that in that monomers, and where cross links are produced between the linear chains. In between the linear chain there is the cross linking of that functional group, and due to that two or more chains are linked together in a middle, and therefore they are called as the network polymers also. So the cross-linked polymers are called as the network polymers, and the best example is the bakelite and the melamine. Now, a classification of polymers on the basis of mode of polymerization. Now that bakelites are used in the cooker rings, polymer is the bakelite. Now third main type of classification of the polymer, we are seeing now the classification of polymers on the basis of mode of polymerization. Now mode of polymerization means these are obtained by the different that is the types of chemical reactions such as addition reaction and substitution, such type of reaction may be there. Now first is there are three types. First is the addition polymerization. As the name suggests, there is the addition of the monomers. Many monomers add together and there is formation of addition polymer. So there are three different modes, and first one is the addition polymerization. Now when monomers are added to form polymers without loss of any small molecule, this process is called as the addition polymerization. Now see, when the monomers are added to form polymers without loss of a small molecule, no small molecule loss will be there, and such type of process is called as the addition polymerization, and the polymers obtained from such process is called as the addition polymers. Now compounds containing generally double bond undergo the addition polymerization. We know that ethene, when add many ethene molecules, they form the polyethene. Such type of addition of the double bonded monomers will be there. So generally the compounds containing double bond undergo the addition polymerization or vinyl polymerization. This addition polymerization is also called as the vinyl polymerization. Why it is called as the vinyl polymerization? This is the second name of this addition polymerization, because most of the monomers from vinyl category. Now you know the vinyl grouping. Which are the vinyl grouping? Now CH2 double bond CH, and this is the vinyl group, CH2 double bond CH. If to that CH chlorine is there, then it is called as the that vinyl chloride. CH2 double bond CHCl, that is the vinyl chloride. Such type of monomers are there. Acronitrile. Now this is also the vinyl group, and to which cyanide is there, the name of this monomer is the acronitrile. Such type of monomers having the vinyl groupings are generally added. So this addition polymerization is also called as the vinyl polymerization. Remember that the another name of the addition polymerization. Now ethene is also the monomer from which polyethene is formed into this addition polymerization. Now this addition polymerization process generally undergo by free radical mechanism. Now you know the free radical having the odd electrons, and this is very quick reaction, that is very fast reaction, and there are most of these polymers are made from the free radical mechanism. So free radical mechanism is most common in this polymer. Now this free radical mechanism is also called as the chain reaction. Now in free radical mechanism or in the chain reactions, there are three steps. First one is the chain initiation, second is chain propagation, and third is chain termination. Now in the organic chemistry, in the chlorination, we already learned about the halogenation. In halogenation means free radical mechanism, we already learned in the 11th standard. And chain initiation means chain start from that there is formation of free radical first, then chain propagation, free radical join to each other and form a larger big free radical, and in chain termination two larger big free radicals terminate, join to each other, their odd electrons get combined, shared, and and there is formation of a large giant molecule, and such type of mechanism is always there in this addition polymerization. Let us learn how this mechanism is carried out.